Hi there. I'm going to try to do a short little video to show you how this Tommybox works. Tommybox, Thomas Mark X Rally computer. It was designed by a guy named Captain Thomas. I don't really know his whole name. I think he lived in California. If anybody knows, let me know. But it's kind of cool. It's from the early 60s, and this was the state of the art of rally computers at the time. Let me show you the layout. On the panel there are two 4-digit registers for average speeds. There's a selector switch to select the upper one or the lower one. There's an on-off switch and a ×2 switch for making adjustments. It has a readout which is a clock driven by a stepper motor that gets its impulses from the computer, and the clock face is designed to match the Heuer watch that's not included in the auction at this time, and he just Xeroxed that and repeated it. And the idea is to match the needles. So the computer is driven by a speedometer cable, and for the sake of the demonstration I'm just going to drive it from a portable drill that will simulate the car going down the road. So in each of these registers you put the average speed, but you don't put it in miles per hour, you put it in minutes per mile. How many minutes it takes you to go a mile, and you arrive at that by taking 60 and dividing it by the average speed. So in the top register I've put the number 1.714, which is the minutes per mile if your average speed is 35 miles an hour. At the bottom register I've got 2.000, which is 2 minutes a mile, which is 30 miles an hour. The readout is adjustable, so let's say we're going to start this average speed leg at a time coming up soon. So I like to run this clock as time of day, so I've started it on the even hour. So right now it's coming up to 5 minutes past the hour. So let's say our time out of the checkpoint, or the start of the average speed section, is 5.5 minutes past the hour. So I would dial this guy up to 5.5 minutes. 5.5. And again, the idea is to match the needles. So as we approach the correct time, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, here we go. We're going to leave. And you can see that as we drive along, the needle on the readout is impulsing. And the idea is to drive the right speed to have the needles be in the same position at the same time. So if you look at this thing, let's see, I'm doing pretty good. I'm about 2 seconds late. So I'm going to speed up a little bit here. About a second late. That's pretty good. So as I chug along, the idea is keep the needles matched. So this is the perfect time. 15 seconds right now. We got there at about 16 seconds. Go a little faster. And about a second slow. Okay, we're right on. Let's have a checkpoint now. So if you want to make a speed change, and let's say the speed change is at the stop sign we're going to come up to. Here we're going to stop at the stop sign now, and we're going to switch to 30 miles an hour. Now we're late, so off we go again. A little bit slower. And that's it. Let's see how we're doing here right at the top of the minute. Oh, right on. And you just keep going. Now you could set a new average speed. Say it was going to go up to 45 miles an hour, which is 1.5. And it happens at a sign. So we're going to flip it there now. We better speed up. Anyway, that's the idea. Now I'm going to show you on the back of the device how it actually works. It's quite clever. So let me turn the sucker over. I need to move the wires a bit. And you can see that there's from the odometer, from the speedometer input, which is here, and let me turn on the drill a bit. You can see that there are a gear train 10-to-1 reductions, 2 sets of gears, one for the top register and one for the bottom, and a spinning contact that goes around and makes contacts depending on how you selected it with the selector switch. So it's pretty amazing. Anyway, the thing is pretty remarkable, and believe it or not, it still works. I had to clean up the contacts a bit with some contact cleaner, but it actually works. Anyway, it belongs in somebody's historic rally car. Unfortunately, it's not going to be mine. Anyway, if you have questions, let me know.